What is up, everybody? Matt Ogle here with VYPE Media, and we got a very special guest, Coach Will Freeman from Goose Creek Memorial Boys Soccer. Tremendous season y'all are having, historical season you're having. First time reaching the state tournament in program history. So, walk me through what happened with Magnolia West. I know that was a very pivotal match in the regional final, but I mean, your team showed a lot of resiliency. Talk about that.
Yeah, so we both had tough games in the semifinals, and so obviously it was a quick turnaround, and that might have played a factor in the way we handled things, but I would say the win probably had the biggest factor in the game. Just first 40 minutes we had the wind in our face. They have a lot of big weapons, specifically a long throw that gets in there. Gave up a goal out of that long throw, and going into the half we were down 1-0, and so. The message at halftime, we didn't change too much tactically. We did want to make the adjustments with the wind and kind of talk about that. But the message that I gave the boys was we need one goal in 40 minutes. And so I didn't expect them to take so long. I was hoping to get a relatively early goal so we could use that momentum and kind of finish it out. But, we put a lot of pressure on, and we had one go off the crossbar about 3 minutes into the half, and, kept putting pressure on, and even had to shut down a couple of their counterattacks. And so, they were still pushing. And then we were fortunate enough to get a free kick 25, 30 yards out. And Carlos took care of it, just put it about as far the corner as you could possibly go to tie it up with about 7 minutes left in the game. And so, we finished the game out, and then going into overtime, was able to control the game a little bit, kind of hold Magnolia West down. And then into the second half of overtime, we put the ball on the floor off kickoff and just made a few passes and put the ball in the back of the net and was able to go up 2-1 and finish it out.
Yeah, man, must have been a really crazy turn of events. I mean, y'all had a similar, y'all didn't go down at all against University. Y'all were up with that PK that Carlos had, and then
Yeah.
they kind of rallied, got that goal off the deflection, and then eventually, I mean, y'all ended up taking it to him afterwards. But yeah, talk about your players. I mean, you got Carlos Gonzalez, Ramon Diaz, a lot of key pieces. How have they kind of gelled together this year to create the impact that Goose Creek has had on the soccer pitch?
Yeah, so I got 5 seniors, and they've been with me a while. Specifically, like you said, Carlos, Freeman, and even Oliver, they've been with me since day one. And, they've stuck through it, and then Jason comes along and Juan comes along, and, you have a really small, tight group of seniors that have kind of just, built off of last year's success and been able to take the guys that we have this year and help them understand what our direction is. And I give them instruction. I tell them what the expectations are, and they hold each other accountable to that.
Yeah. Apologize to Raymond. I mispronounced your name. I didn't actually.
It's Ramon. That's okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But so what does this moment mean to you? I mean, you've been with the program for 11 years, and you're finally bringing that to Georgetown. It's got to be kind of endearing and bring a lot of satisfaction. Obviously, the work's not done just yet. So just tell me, how has this moment impacted you and your team?
It's an awesome moment, like obviously there's a lot of distractions in front of us and things like that. But the reality is we're going to play soccer. You've got 4 great teams at the 5A level at state right now. And, the ability to go play, we're very fortunate to still be playing. And we're not going to take things for granted. We're going to keep pushing and just kind of hopefully, take this program next step, whatever that step is, just take it to new heights.
Yes, sir. You guys are preparing for Midlothian, if I'm not mistaken.
That's right.
So, I mean, they have looking on a stat sheet, they have a very similar outlook as y'all do. Y'all have let up only 23 goals this season. They've let up 28, and you've scored 105 goals. They've scored 108. So it's very similar statistically. But what do you think the key to victory is going to be for Friday?
Um, yeah, you talk about similarities. Like obviously the stats are there. You know, even their success in district. I think maybe over the last 2 years they haven't lost a district game either. And so you know, not only with their success this year, but they've had consistent success in the past. And I think that's important. You know, when you're trying to establish a program, you know, it's just not about 1 year. It's about you know what have you established. And so, yeah, Midlothian. You know, the program itself is amazing program. They're gonna be tough. You got a lot of skilled players. They connect really well. Um, man, their athleticism. It's it's going to be a challenge for us.
Yeah, but I mean, like you said, every team that makes it to this point is going to be high caliber, so you got to be ready for that. Last question: what do you think has been the most fun memory you can think of with this program that since you've been there? It's 11 years now, but I mean, obviously, this has got to be top three. But
Yeah.
perhaps, like, I mean, I asked the same question to some kids, like, especially the seniors, once they're approaching the last few games of their potentially their high school career. I mean, a few of you got Carlos moving on to the next level, but that's not going to be the case for all of them. But
Uh-huh.
I tend to ask, like, maybe is it a certain tournament? Is it a certain pregame ritual? Anything that kind of sticks out to you whenever you ponder over your career?
Yeah, that's tough. Man, so yeah, I don't know. That's a tough one. And the reason why I say that is I don't try to take things for granted.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we could be playing a team that hasn't won a game in 5 years or a team that hasn't lost a game in 5 years, and we're going to prepare the same. You know, I got a lot of messages from former players, you know, and I made sure to thank them because they helped build this, you know, to be fair. And so, you know, just being able to, you know, just share moments, I guess, and the to have stories and to be able to coach here. Um, you know, like I said, not trying to avoid the question. I just can't
Okay.
pinpoint anything because I'm a very fortunate.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not trying to push that on you, but yeah,
No,
there's
it's okay. Yeah,
kind of it's an amalgamation of memories.
yeah,
That's what
really,
I think. There's not really anything I can particularly pinpoint from my high school. Well, I mean, maybe a couple moments here and there
sure.
from whenever I played in soccer in high school. However, but yeah, I mean, really excited to see y'all play this weekend. I'm going to be there in Georgetown. It's going to be a really fun tournament to witness, and we're wishing you the best of luck, coach. You better go get them.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
No problem.